Welcome back to my channel. My name is Taryn and you are watching Sew in the City on YouTube. I just want to thank you for being here. I'm so grateful that I get to make videos for you all and that you will like watching them. So today, as you can see, I am in the house as opposed to being outside in my garden, and that's because today I am finally starting my seeds for the 2023 spring/summer season. So I'm upstairs in the attic area where I start all of my seeds and where I put them as they grow. And today I'm just going to show you the seeds that I'm starting, and I'm going to show you the method that I use to start them, okay? So without further ado, let's get started.
I started over 100 seeds today, and I made sure to label all of them. One of the labels that I use is what I'm unwrapping right now. These are wooden labels that are in the shape of a heart for Valentine's Day. They were really cute and very helpful. I also used these labels that are made out of recycled plastic. They were also very helpful. These are also made out of recycled plastic as well. I used a Sharpie to write on my labels. So this is the seed mix that I used. There's 3 main ingredients in this, and they are vermiculite, peat moss, and coconut coir. I know I said the coconut coir wrong, but those are the 3 main ingredients. Now, I've never used this before, but I'm going to use it and just tell you how it works for me. But so far, it felt very good, and it felt very loose, which I like. So I made sure to put soil in all of the holes in my tray. You could use a shovel to do this, but I didn't have one, so I used my hand. But I suggest using a shovel or something like that. So this is what it looked like when all the holes were filled with soil, and I had to drink some water after all of this because it was very hot upstairs in my basement, but all of the holes were filled with soil, and that is very good. So I like to water my seedlings from the bottom. I'll make a separate video explaining why I do this, but in order to water it from the bottom, I have to pick up the tray and just use my watering can, and so that's why I did that. Okay, so it's almost time for me to plant my seeds, but before I do that, I like to actually put the seed variety name on the labels, and then I put the label in the actual holes. I do this because I will get confused if I plant the seeds first and then write the name on the labels, and then I'll just get confused on what I planted. It happens every time, so I always write the seed variety name on the labels first, and then I plant my seeds. I started with strawberry seeds. These seeds are very small, so you have to be careful with them. You don't want to make a deep hole when you plant strawberry seeds. Just put them on top of the soil, and that'll be fine enough. So now I'm making a new label for new seeds that I'm about to plant. I will go through this process until I fill up the entire tray with seeds. So this is how it looked after I planted all of my seeds and labeled them. And as you can see, I'm putting soil on top of each of the holes. And that's because instead of making it 1-inch deep hole when I planted my seeds, I simply planted the seed and then I put a single layer of soil on top of that. That makes it easier for the seeds to actually sprout. Now it's time for the flowers. These are the seeds that I started with. So I started by using an entire row for each flower variety, and I did this so that I can make sure that I plant enough flowers. This summer, I really want to make sure that I plant enough flowers for my pollinators, and I also made sure not to plant the flowers too deep so they can actually sprout up. So the next thing that I did was put a little bit of soil on top of each hole where I put my seeds. I did this because sometimes in the past, I put a really deep hole and the seeds couldn't sprout. So this time, I just put the seeds on the soil and I lightly coated it with a little bit of more soil on top of where I planted the seed. So it was just like a very flat and even area where I planted my seeds. Now we're done. So all of the seeds were put on the top shelf of my new seed starter station. I made sure to lower the light so that the light can be close enough to these seeds to help them sprout.
Okay, y'all, that's all for today's video. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something new, especially in regards to how I start my seeds. Maybe you can use some of the methods that I use when you start your seeds. But yes, thank you for watching, and don't forget, no matter how stressful your day is, remember, just keep sowing. I'll see you guys later. Bye.